Hello. Hey, Kate. How is everyone? I didn't go to Vermont yet. Trip to Vermont is in like 12 days because I'm getting married in 10 days and we're going to Vermont on our honeymoon. But today would be the day for us to kind of like pick out some places for me to drive by. Hopefully, thank you. Hopefully we'll be able to make it there. I didn't really calculate the fact that it's pretty out of the way. But we'll see. Maybe on the way up or the way back home. Because it's kind of like, it's like an hour and 40 minutes from where we're staying. And it adds like an hour to the drive up or down, which is already like 5 hours. So I don't know if I can convince Ian to go. We'll see. We're staying in Vermont, yeah, just a lot further up north and west, I guess, than Calais, where Myrtie was from. So I'm trying to figure out if it's like a day trip thing for our honeymoon, like during, or if it's maybe we go on the way up. But then it'll be kind of like, I kind of want to just drive around, right? You live in northern Vermont. Yeah, we're going up, not in Burlington, but near there. And we'll spend some time in Burlington and Stowe. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to relaxing. Things aren't too stressful right now. It's just kind of like crazy that our wedding's in 10 days. We're reading through August. Myrtie didn't write in the very beginning of August. So we're starting off on the 7th. Today we went to where we're having our rehearsal dinner and we picked out like where the tables are going to go and stuff, which is cool. Feels real, but still not fully real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, I know it's coming, but it's been something, it's been building for so long that it doesn't feel like it's really about to happen. Okay, I put out my clothes. Father went to Dean Holt's shop and got the top buggy fixed. So the springs will not work on the sticks. I don't know what that means. Hope everything is all right. Amy, is that you from Wrights? Or is that a coincidence? We stayed at... Yes! Oh my god! I'm glad I caught that. Hello, how are you? Long time no see. We stayed at home all night. Oh, that's awesome. How's Sarah? Mrs. H. L. Robinson and daughter Lucy and Mrs. Simon Wheeler visited here. Oh, that's good. That's funny. Did I pop up on your For You page? I always find it very strange when people, like, it's so random, right? Must have been like, what? Is that Addie? Every once in a while someone pops in who I know from real life. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Mrs. H.L. Robinson and daughter Lucy and Mrs. Simon Wheeler visited here. They were here. Yes, my show is on. Thanks, Coco. They were here to dinner. and supper. Father finished his mowing hay for this year. He stayed at home all night. And for those who don't know Myrtie's dad, here he is. Myrtie and her dad. All right, August 9th. We're starting about a week into August because she didn't write for the past 2 weeks. And she doesn't really give us any explanation, huh? Sometimes when the diary authors don't write for a while, they'll say, oh, I was on vacation or something, but not really a reason. Father finished his haying. I thought he finished yesterday. Got in 2 loads. I trod it. I already forget what that means, but it's something to do with... oh, like rolling it up, maybe? Did the work in the house. He called to Wheelock. So we have a picture of him. And Mrs. Aurelia Stickneys. We stayed at home all night. All right. Why don't I put a picture of Omar Wheelock? There's Parnell. I know we have one. Ed Wheeler. Okay, I'll just grab it from the other thing. I like to put pictures in, make it like a little scrapbook. Is this a citizen science project or archiving family history? Loving the stream. Well, thank you. It's not really either of those things. It's just for fun. This isn't my family. This is a diary. I bought one of them on eBay. The one that we're reading now, I got on eBay. And then when we started researching it about a year ago, I found on Ancestry someone had other diaries of hers, and they had a family tree started. So I reached out thinking that person could be family, and it turns out it's just someone else who collects diaries like me. And she donated the diaries to me. I'm trying to find the picture of Omar Wheelock. This is him. No. I don't want double Omar. Okay. This is his house. Okay, August. Hi, Grandma. The Wheeler picnic. Oh, this is cool. She's mentioned the Wheeler picnic before. It seems like something they do every year because I've seen newspaper articles about it. Yes, I can see you. Was there something wrong, Sarah? I didn't see a comment from you before. Were you having trouble? I've seen articles about the Wheeler picnic, and I've seen pictures of the Wheeler picnic. But the last diary we read, she didn't go. She said the Wheeler... Oh, they didn't go again. Why don't they go? At Van Ornum's camp. We did not go. I wonder if they don't go because they... Oh, interesting. Now I see you, Miss Cat. I wonder if there's something just weird about TikTok right now. Ian spotting. They see you. Or saw you, Ian. They saw you. He didn't know I was talking to him. Okay, we did not go. Father is not very well. I baked some. Hello, little Becky. Did the work in the house. Can't type today. I'm staying at home all night. Some days I just can't do it. Say hi. Your grandma said hi. I guess technically my grandma too, almost. Although I already consider her my grandma, but legally it's limiting your messages again. Oh, I'm glad your honeymoon was amazing. Here, your grandma said hi, Ian.
Hi.
My favorite entry so far. I don't know. Myrtie doesn't give us much. What's a good Myrtie one? There were a couple of good ones from Ralph, but yeah, Myrtie is just very like predictable in a nice, a calming way. The chairs, yeah, that was funny. For a little bit, Myrtie's dad was like on a chair rampage, like fixing chairs, collecting chairs from a bunch of different people and places, and it stopped, which is weird. It was like 8 different chairs she talked about in a very short span of time. We were keeping track. And then there has not been a mention of a chair since, which is interesting. Like, I wonder why this short and sudden obsession with chairs. The watch party was cool too. We learned what a watch party was for New Year's Eve. They used to get together and they'd all gather in a place and watch their watches tick to midnight. The chair betrayed him. You're camping next week, so this is last stream. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm going to be on next week either, to be honest, because things are ramping up. So I think I'll plan to take next week off, and then I'll be on my honeymoon, so I won't do the next week either. Maybe, depending... No, we have a dinner reservation on that day. I was going to say, maybe I can, on Wednesday while on my honeymoon, come on for a minute. I'll keep you guys updated. Maybe I can. But probably the next 2 weeks. There definitely won't be diary lives. But maybe I'll try to pop on my phone if there's service. You've inspired me to type up my own great-grandma's 1942 diary. She was a senior in high school. That's awesome. Good job. Did I get to see your photos? I haven't gone on Discord. Let me do a little peek. Did you put them on there? On the chat one? Ah, there they are. Oh my god! Yay! Oh! Sarah just got married. Aww. Cute. The dog I'm watching. I'm looking at the dog towel. Oh, beautiful dress. So fun. I'm so happy for you. Are you glad it's over? Or are you sad it's over? Because I'm worried. Oh, here's some more. It wasn't showing all the pictures before. Now I'm seeing the pictures of your cruise. Why didn't it show them all before? Oh, it was in 2 separate messages. That's fine. I'm worried that I'll be sad it's over. You want to cruise forever? I don't know if I'd do well on a cruise. But I can see the appeal of it. So are you all home now? Like, how was the Alaskan cruise that you were about to get? Or you were on it when you were messaging us last time, right? You got home last night. Because I thought in my head you were saying you were getting on the cruise, but you weren't. You were saying you're off the shore, like you were on the cruise or something. I forget. Did you go on the glacier and stuff? So cool. Perfect. That's great. So happy. Cool. Lisa asked, where are we going on our honeymoon? We're going to Vermont. Just driving up. But it's going to be like a 5-hour drive. I probably looked at that when we booked it. But then I didn't look for a year. Or however long it's been. And now we're actually like going through the logistics. Because I was trying to go to Calais, where Myrtie grew up and lived when she was writing these diaries. But it's kind of out of the way. I don't know. We'll see. The names at the top of my screen, they are my diary detectives. They're my Patreon people. So they support me on Patreon, and we do extra live streams. Well, not really live streams. We do like video chats. They have a special Discord channel that's just for them. They're like they're the diary detectives. What's Ian doing? Back and forth. The ther means thermometer, I think. So people would write the temperature there of the day. And WEA is weather. So they could write like if it was stormy or sunny. But she doesn't tend to use those. Other diaries that we've read, people use those spaces. We got delayed flying home yesterday an hour. You'll never guess why. Forest fires? I'll never guess why. Oh, there was chewing gum on the plane aisle and a mechanic had to come remove it. What? A mechanic? Why? Yes, I still do this. Halloween. How long ago did you chime in that you still do this? What the heck? They delayed your flight 2 hours because someone spilt soda. Someone will have to explain to me why. Oh, the mechanic had the scraper? Come on. Really? No, Myrtie is not a relative of mine. Yeah, that's crazy. There has to be another reason. Maybe just like for extreme safety, they can't have anybody remove anything from the plane. I was delayed 4 on Sunday because the crew didn't show up. Oh my God. One time when I was going to Portugal with my family, there was only one flight out a day from Boston where we were flying out from. And we went normal. It was like at 6 p.m. or something. So we went like normal, went through security, got there early, had dinner, whatever. We're all sitting at our gate. It's about to hit 6 o'clock. And we get a notification. Well, first it got delayed by like a half an hour. And then it got delayed again. And then we all see it on our phones before they actually announce it, that the flight was canceled. And yeah, are you from Portugal, Raphael? That's where my family's from. We went to Madeira. So they canceled the flight and everyone was like confused, not sure what to do. We all ended up going back out to the front where the desk is, where they like book flights, I guess, or where you check in. And oh, nice. I haven't gone to Porto, but I know I'm saying it wrong. But we went to Lisbon one time, Ian and I, and like stayed around. Where did we stay? Ooh, Thunder. I can't think of the name of the town. It's on the coast west of Lisbon. It was really beautiful, but I forget. It's sort of a sea. Anyways, no, it's not. It's not Cascais, but we went there. That has good beaches, right? Like, or that's like a beach town. We did visit there. Maybe I'm getting confused. Or maybe it's not even a town. Maybe it's more of like a region. I can look it up in a second, because if I look on my Airbnb, I'll see it. But anyways, flight gets canceled. We waited for hours because they were trying not to give everyone hotel rooms, but they booked us for the next day, like same flight at 6 p.m. So we ended up, we're like, oh, it'll be funny years from now, right? We stayed over in the hotel. We came back, same deal, went through, all the stuff to get into the airport, sat around, 6 o'clock rolls around, the flight's canceled again. It was awful. And luckily my dad knew from having it happened the day before, he knew to like run to the checking in desk or whatever to try to get us on a different flight. And there were a lot of us. There were like 12 of us because we went on a huge family trip. And slowly but surely they booked all of us on another flight, but it was like, 2 people at a time, 3 people at a time. It was the most stressful experience. And then they lost all our bags because they put the bags on the plane already for some reason the plane couldn't take off, which I don't even want to know. Like, they were gonna put us on this plane, but obviously something was wrong with it. Yeah, but the flight, so this was crazy. So there's only one flight a night that goes out from there, but because they moved our flight, like they added one for the next day, so there were 2 flights going out. Ours that was originally supposed to leave the day before, and the one who was supposed to leave that day. The other people got to go. They were all sitting there at the gate too, and they got to go, and it was so infuriating. So we got on a different flight. We had like 5 days of our trip that we didn't have luggage. So we had to buy clothes when we got there. It all worked out, but it was so stressful. Okay, sorry. This reminds me of those old detective desktop games you play on the family computer, the way the journal look. Well, it kind of feels like that. That's why we do it. It's fun. And Aloha said, "What are you doing?" We are reading a diary from 1905 and collecting pictures of the people inside and the places and putting a story together, basically. Okay, that was a tangent. Sorry. Okay, let me see. Before I go, I'm gonna look at where we stayed. Madeira is where my grandfather was born. So that's why we went on a family trip to Madeira. That was really awesome. And then Ian and I went a few years later to, I can't believe I can't remember this. It's been so long. We stayed, how do I see my past trips? This is the one coming up. Past trips. Okay, well, it says Sintra. It wasn't just in Sintra, though. Like, it wasn't near the castles. When we were there, I was so excited to go. There was one castle I wanted to go to. And then they were having forest fires. Oh, here it is. Pinedo was the village. I swear it was... I swear Pinedo was in a bigger town with a C, but maybe, I guess I'm wrong. I'm probably getting confused. It's in Sintra. It was really cool. But so there were forest fires, which not even really in that region. I guess that was kind of close, but they closed down all of the national parks. So we were literally waiting in line to get into the castle. And they were like, "Sorry, it's closed." I was sad. But that's okay. That was still a very great trip. It was fun. Wish we stayed longer. Yeah, Madeira is beautiful. I would have liked to go back. It's such a pain to get there, though. The flight situation. Just besides the fact that it was canceled and delayed and craziness, then you have to get on another plane, and the landing situation in Madeira airport is terrifying. So it just was like, it was a lot of stress. I'm not like quick to do that again. But my grandmother was born in Aveiro, which is close to Porto, right? I don't know if it's actually close, but it's up there. Father is not well. Father's not very well. I did the work in, yeah, it's 10 days. Nikki, thanks. Yeah, an hour. Yeah. I haven't been, I would like to go because it sounds really cool. It's like people compare it to Venice. It's got, when is father ever well? I know, for real. It's got those like canals that you can boat through the town. Did the work in the house. We stayed at home all night. Okay. Don't forget, August 16th is my diary birthday. I'll try not to forget. You might need to remind me. You're going to get a big diary birthday thing, though. We won't forget. Never forget. It is a hot day. Father dug out the cold spring in the pasture up by the rock. Good directions. Mrs. Aurelia Stickney took tea here. Father and I stayed at home all night. You know what I was doing like a crazy bride last night? I was cutting candles. Because remember last time I was telling you guys about the candles I ordered and I was like, "Oh, is it okay that they're ivory?" And it's fine. I'm over that now. Now I realize that, okay, that upside down text there is for the next day. Now I realize that, is it the old spring? I think it's cold. The candles are too tall because my venue has a rule, like it can only be, the flame has to be an inch below the top of the container. So the candles that I had were like close to the top. And they're all like the same height, you know, like they didn't get lit. Oh, because it was so windy. Yeah, mine will be inside. So luckily I don't have to worry about that because I'd be mad because of how much money I just spent on these candles. And now time, I was like a crazy person. Heating up a knife and like cutting them in the kitchen. Ian came home from work. He's like, it looks like a black market candle operation over here. Valid crash out. I was like, I am not searching again. And ordering them was a crap show. Because those ones that, like, I was telling you guys, I think last week, the ones that didn't have any tracking never came in. Like, they were just gone. I got refunded, but I had to go find them in another place and, like, actually go and pick them up, and because they needed to match. And I'm just like, all of this for, and it's just stupid. It's like not even gonna matter, but get in the weeds. We have the first digital archive in Kurdistan. Okay. What are you doing? We're reading a diary from 1905 and talking about my wedding, which is happening in 10 days. August 13th, Mrs. Martha Allen. Oh, I was like, she was over? No, she was buried. Oh, we should find the Wheeler picnic, and we can find her obituary. Father and I went to Robinson burying ground, but did not stay to the burial. Mrs. Aurelia Stickney, Will Stickney, wife and son, spent the eve here. Father, watch this. I'm gonna read upside down. Father and I stayed at home all night. It's also just very predictable what she's gonna write, because she always writes stayed at home all night. Oh, sorry. This is easier if I get rid of that. Okay. Let's find... I have to sign in. That's annoying. I think I'm with Ancestry. Okay. We're going to find the Wheeler picnic. Just say 1905, Washington County, Vermont. Thank you. Okay, here it is. The annual Wheeler picnic will be held at Curtis Pond Thursday, August 10th. The invitations are not confined to the family, but all who desire may attend. Oh, that's nice. But Myrtie and her dad never go. Wonder if they have beef with the family, or if they just don't really like to socialize. Because they don't really have anything else to do. That was here. We'll see if anything else is mentioned, because this is before the picnic. Maybe he wasn't feeling good. Even then, she didn't mention it. It's just odd that she said they weren't going the time before, too. But maybe he doesn't feel well often. Okay, I'm gonna put in August. August 2nd, August 3rd, August 29th. Wheeler picnic. Guess that's it. All right, then I'm looking for Martha Allen. Okay, here. Did she say this year he wasn't very well? I think she said it the next day. Yeah, here. Oh, no, she did. She did say father is not very well right after. So, yeah, that's probably why. Okay, Mrs. Martha Allen died last night at her home in Calais after an illness of several months at the age of 71 years. Her demise, the way they write these is crazy, was caused by complications induced by old age. She was one of the best known and most highly esteemed residents in the community, where she had practically resided all her life. She was a native of Calais and for 37 years lived in the house where her death occurred. Her husband died about 3 years ago. She's survived by 3 daughters. Etta Gray, Mrs. Brian Wilbur, and Miss Flora. The funeral is to occur at the house on Sunday afternoon. Okay, we're going to copy this. Little scrapbook. Yeah, this is a real thing. And we can probably find her actually on Find a Grave. She died in 1905, and she's buried in Calais. Same, it might be East Calais, but no, here she is. Same cemetery that Myrtie will be in eventually. Sounds morbid. That's her gravestone. August 10th, 1905. Wait. Okay, yes. Okay. I was thinking that she was buried on that day. No, she was buried 3 days later. Okay. There she is. Yes, thank you, Kat. And I hate it too when they say Mrs. Husband's name. I was wondering why one of the daughters says, so Mrs. Etta Gray has her name. And then the other daughter has the husband's name. Maybe they chose it, but even though they're both Mrs. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh, can we make a quick stop? I have a few pictures of Gold Rush. Yes, please. We'll do that. Why don't we do that when we finish August? Because we'll finish a little earlier today since she didn't write for the first week. Oh, good night, Nikki. I don't think I'm going to be on next week now. I would say yes, but yeah, I'm probably going to end up being too busy. So we'll say no, and then I'll let you guys know if it changes. But yeah, I won't be on next week, and then I won't be on the week after because I'll be on my honeymoon. Maybe the girls chose how they were listed. Yeah, I'm thinking. Probably. Thank you, TikTok, for recommending this stream. Oh. I'll have to zoom in to read the board. Yes, I will. Definitely. Okay. I am not feeling very well. She must have caught what her dad had. Father mowed his oats. It is a fair day. He went to Elgin and got some meal. We stayed at home all night. Thank you guys who are answering questions in the comments. Thanks, Kat. You've been on top of that. Good job. Yes, it's a hobby. I'm a teacher, so I have summers off, which is nice. Tagged you in a video. A lady found a 1920 diary. I don't think I saw that. I will check my notifications. I notoriously don't check them. So I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I just am bad at that. It is a rainy day. I cut out 3 shirts for father. What? What, Kat? OMG, guys. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Yes, I will definitely be updating you guys on Discord. I won't forget that. You found a box full of old Super 8 film of your grandparents. That is the coolest thing ever. Awesome. Do you have a way to watch it? 5 boxes of antique photos I'm scanning. That's amazing. I love that. The film is amazing. I have some film that my grandfather took of my dad and his siblings when they were little, and it is so cool to watch. Oh my god, that's great. For free. Even better. That's awesome. I'm so excited. So I hope that when you get them, are you going to get them digitized probably? Yeah, to digital. You should share them with us. I would love to see some of them. Even if it's just like your favorite clips, but... Oh, did someone say it's... Okay, your birthday. I missed that. Sorry. Happy diary birthday. Yay, you get a special thing. Special badge. It's very special to have a diary birthday. Okay, he sewed on the machine on one of them. We stayed at home all night. What? Crazy. I gotta figure out, I was trying to figure it out, what boat my Vava, my grandmother, came over on. Because there was a picture in one of the old family albums. I wish I had it to pull it up right now. But it's her and someone else in her family gathered around a cake, and the cake is a boat. Like, it's shaped like a boat. And I was trying, I think it had a number on it, like, or name or something. And I was trying to figure out if that was the boat she came over on, but I think it was whoever the other girl was in the picture, her cousin or something. But, oh, HDBDB. I can never say it. I have to look at it. HDBD. And then if it's belated, it's HBDBD. Happy diary birthday. Woohoo! Thank you for reminding me, everybody. Making sure. Yes, it's almost my big day. Thank you. It will be exciting. All the details finally coming together. Father went over to see when Rome Van Ornum will paint the buggy. We picked some blackberries. Ed Wheeler and wife spent the eve here. We stayed at home all night. My cousin also found a box of 200 letters back and forth between my other set of grandparents when he was in World War II. That's amazing. You need to make sure that you're doing it, you're digitizing it. But man, your family will be so happy to see the digital copies too, I think. It's like, share it when you're done. Oh, so exciting. What is this for? Are you putting this on a website? I do put it on my website, thingslostandfound.com. Eventually, if I find relatives, I try to give the diaries back to relatives. And then I also share with museums if it's relevant. Oh, he burned his letters when he got home. Ugh. I'm a librarian and this is what we do in the archive. I should have probably done something like that with my life, but I didn't. He really wanted to forget the war. It took decades before he would talk about it. Yeah, I understand that too. That is sad. Very complicated. Father took the top buggy over for Rome to paint. I did the work in the house. We stayed at home all night. Has there ever been a day where she said something other than stayed at home all night? Yes, they have gone away a couple of times for not anywhere crazy. One time they went away for a conference. Yeah, they'd just go like visit family or something, but we can put a picture of the buggy here. Yeah, we should. Your birthday, oh wait, hold on. OMG, my diary birthday, August 18th. I was also born on a Friday. Oh, that's exciting. Happy diary birthday and happy diary birthday of the week. Yay. Yeah, I don't really know what is a top buggy. It's giving me dune buggies. Here. Is it a top buggy, like saying it's the top one, or is it actually called that? It's 1890s. Let's see. Oh, here. Okay. At the turn of the 20th century, the top buggy was the standard for personal transport. Oh, you know what's kind of nuts? Oh, no. It would be a new one. The picture we have of them here, that's a sleigh. They're in the sleigh. Wouldn't that be crazy if they were in the buggy? Let's do this. Kind of looks like it could be that area too, with the mountains. That's a topless buggy. LOL. What? The sleigh? Guessing some didn't. Oh, no, okay, I see what you're saying now. Sorry. Top, like, covered. Makes sense. Is that why it said? I didn't even read it, but that's funny, Carly. Now I get it. I'm guessing some didn't have tops. That's a topless buggy. That is for the more risque settlers. Okay. Move the text box over a little bit to the right. And I'm going to move it down. Is that good? It looks good on my screen, so just let me know if it's not. Father got in his oats. He had 2 loads. I trod them. You can't see the AU in August. Okay. That's odd. Is it better? Did the work in the house. I thought I was Ethel Kane. I think I know who that is. Singer. Oh. Yeah. Got the same chin. Yeah, everyone says I look like Kristen Stewart. How old was she when she wrote this? 38, I think. Yeah, 30. I think she's 38. I trod them. Did the work. I look gorge queen. Thanks. Did the work in the house and picked some blackberries. We stayed at home all night. Is it I did? Let me look. No. Wait, hold on. Let me just... Oh, here? No. It does look like it could be, but just because I know she always writes it like that. Did the work in the house. But I do see what you mean. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but has anyone watched the movie Obsession? Ian and I watched it a few days ago. Over the weekend. It was something. My great-grandfather... Oh, it was spoiled for you? That sucks. It wasn't spoiled for us. It was very disturbing. It was like one of those movies you finish watching and you're like, what? Like, I don't know. It just was like so... I don't know. The bear is the bad guy. He is the bad guy. My great-grandfather left me 2 full albums of postcards. That's awesome, too. Very cool. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, as soon as he was like, what's so wrong with being with me? Like, he knew she was in there. Yes, it definitely is. And after I watched it, of course, like, TikTok knows, right? And it starts feeding me all the videos where people are kind of like talking about the movie, and it is like it was cool to hear all the different perspectives and stuff. Usually don't get spooked by horror movies. Yeah, it's like it wasn't. I really appreciated it because talking about AI as well. I don't love the horror movies that are just like scary images that pop up in your face and it's just like, it wasn't scary to me. It was deeply disturbing and raw. Yes, that's what it was for me too. It was like a psychological, not... It was creepy and disturbing, but it wasn't like a jump in your face scary movie. I don't like those kinds. I watched it with my boyfriend. It made us shake back. Yeah, like we had to... I can't remember the point, but like halfway through, I think we were gonna get food or something, and Ian's like, yeah, we need to like take a break. And like paused it and we like took 10 minutes. But No, I haven't seen the movie Creep. Yes, she is really good. The facial expressions are like insane. Has anyone seen Woman? I haven't seen Woman of the Hour. Is that? Wait. I think I have. Does that have Anna Kendrick in it? I was thinking of the one with Margaret Qualley where she like goes back and to her young self or something, but I don't think that's the one. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, that was creepy. Is it? I think I've seen Woman of the Hour. And it was also, yeah, it was also really creepy. I forget everything about it, but when she was, I remember one thing about that. The substance, yes. I haven't seen that. I'd like to see that. When she was walking across the parking lot and he was following her, it was like the most suspenseful. I was like just clawing at my face, like, ah! I don't even remember the rest of the movie, but I remember that. Yeah. Did he get? I'll have to rewatch that. It was so long ago that I saw it, but I remember that. Did he kidnap her or something from there, or what? I think so. People were kind of grossed out by the substance. Yeah, I never watched it. I think One of the Hour was nothing next. Yeah, no, Obsession was something that was like different. I haven't seen a movie like that in a long time. Just like that, really, I was like completely absorbed in it. And it's kind of funny because the whole premise is like kind of dumb, right? Like he wishes on a stick and it comes true, but it was like really, oof. It took me until now to realize this is a, wait, I missed a picture and not a live camera. Oh yeah, of my finger just standing still. I'd be really good at standing still. Out of context with the girl's nail in the picture is so nice. That's my nail. Thanks. It was looking okay now. I was growing them out because I'm getting married. So, well, I am growing them out. I did have to trim them a little bit. But thank you. That's very nice of you. Incredible stillness. Yes, I'm just so calm. I also stream on YouTube. The same exact like stream just also goes to YouTube. Thank you. Okay. August 19th. Father began trimming the cedar hedge. I did the housework. I did the work in the house. We went over to the Robinson burying ground. We called at Van Ornum's cottage. I'll fix that. Stayed at home all night. I always stay at home all night. Yeah, I'm trying to get my nails semi-long for my wedding. They're definitely stronger. I was doing gel polish for a long time and it made them really bendy. Is there something written on the left too? Here. That is for the entry before. I think that's what you mean, right? August 20th. Father and I at home. This journal belongs to Myrtie Wheeler. Her picture is up in the corner. Father and I at home. We stayed at home all night. This one's probably not gonna fit. We'll see. Yes, I'm getting married in 10 days. Father, looks like she put a period there. Father brought water from the farm for me. He worked trimming the, do you know about Ann Lister? Her diaries are incredible. I have seen that name pop up here and there, but I should look into that. Thank you for helping, Kat, answering those questions. Yes, it was a place to write the temperature and write the weather. Thank you. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Rin. He worked Oh, did I screw something up? Oh, here, thank you. You were just continuing. I washed. Father brought water from the farm for me. He worked trimming the cedar hedge and maple trees in the... You think it's barn? Oh, you might be right. From the barn. Yeah, it does look like it could be barn. Because it doesn't look like an M. You're right. You think it's an F? Oh, you know what? I thought this was coming down from another letter from above, but no, I think that's... Oh, you think it's farm. F-A-R... But she is missing a bump. Farm, 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 farm. Okay, I'll leave it. I do also see barn, though. And maple trees in the... Now, this is yard, yeah. We stayed at... Farm for me. Oh, that's how my grandma spells farm. You mean writes it? Thur is not the weather. It's... No, it's the temperature. Now I write F apostrophe A. Okay, we stayed at... Oh, now everyone sees barn. It's like the blue and the gold dress. Or the... What is it? Black and... White and gold or black and blue. This is a personal project, yes. That's not how B's are written in cursive. It used to be more universal. Yeah, it does look a lot like... But look, they're right. Because look, this is the B above it. It really looks the same. I think it's barn. From afar, it looks like farm, and close up, when you compare it, it does look like barn. I'm changing it. Oh, thank you. Follow from Egypt. Okay, we stayed at home all night. Look, it did fit. Now I'll start in a little so you can definitely see it. I washed... No, I already did that. Father finished trimming the cedar hedge. I ironed some. Mrs. Loretta Davis and daughter Eva were here to dinner. I'll fix that. Father and I stayed at home all night. My style of typing is fast and inaccurate. Okay. Almost done with August. No, I don't think we've met them. Loretta Davis. Anyone want to look her up? August 23rd. You love the typing sounds? Thanks. Low-key vibes, low-key vibes, low-key. Are my typing sounds low-key vibes? Father shod Parnell. Oh, I love Parnell. Parnell behind. I washed a little. Started bread. We went to Alonzo. I love Parnell. We're gonna put a picture of him. He is sick in bed. Alonzo Wheeler. We came... Oh, cool. Okay. Got the find a grave. I shall be grabbing that. We came home at night. We should invest in getting you a creamy keyboard. I don't know what that means. Ian would know. Ian, actually, it's really sad. He had a keyboard. Let me grab it because it's broken, but hold on. This was his keyboard and he spilled wine on it. You like that? He even like put new keys on it and stuff. Crispy. Ooh, we could do a vote. How would you like that? You know what I don't like about it though? It's like soft when you press on it. It's kind of like feels slow. I don't know. You like that? I'll do ASMR diary reading. I can flip the pages for you. And clickety clack. But yeah, poor thing. I don't know how much that keyboard is worth, but it was definitely like a customized keyboard and he broke it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about keyboards, so if you got a suggestion, I'll look into it. Yeah, and he didn't throw it away either, which means he's sad about it. He has another one. But that one, it looks like it's very, like, the keys are very short and clicky. Like, it's not an expensive one. This is just a Logitech wireless keyboard that I bought for $15 off Facebook Marketplace. It definitely doesn't have as much of a satisfying clicky clack. Okay, 1 second. Let me finish this entry and then I'll open up the find a grade. He is sick in bed. We came home at night and stayed all night. Yeah, now after hearing that sound and hearing this sound, that sounds so much better, the other one. Okay, Discord. We've got Loretta and her daughter, which I think I could just click here. Yep, she does have a lot of names and a lot of spouses. Probably why she has so many names, I guess. And Sarah sent a family search. Probably gonna have to log in. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Loretta Snow Ellis. Oh, another Ellis. So she's related to Myrtie somehow. No pictures. All right, well, why don't we... I don't like putting pictures of just their graves, but I guess when they don't have any other pictures yet... Eva, we might be able to find out an obituary picture if she died in 1951. One of Eva's husbands has a pic. Is she in it? Let me see. I guess there's not a picture of her grave either, of Loretta. So let me link this, though. The point of me putting this picture in here is because I want to save the link. And let's see. Eva, yeah, George. There's George. All right. Keep going. Oh, let's get Parnell. He should be in here. Here he is. Our good boy. Star of the show, really. Good old Parnell. I'm going to move this over a tiny bit. You're having pizza tonight. Nice. I had pizza for lunch. This is a crazy coincidence. Hold on. What is? How do you join the Discord? Thought it was a subscription. Okay, so I'll explain the Discord quickly because it's kind of confusing. There's 2 different Discords. Kendall. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'll go back and make sure I read that, whatever was happening. The Discord, there's a free version, and that is just for anyone to come in and I send notifications on it. So basically, like, for example, next week I don't plan to go live because I'm going to be very busy. But if I decide to, I would put a announcement in there. So it's just kind of a place where I have control over what announcements I send. I don't really have a lot of control on TikTok if it notifies people. I do have like a bulletin board on TikTok, but I don't know how well it works. So the free Discord is just for purely announcements. Then if you subscribe on Patreon, that Discord, that same one, the Diary Detectives Discord, it expands. So you get access to other rooms. Do I have like I don't have a screenshot or anything, but I think I do actually. Here. So this is a preview. I wonder if I can open it. Can I open it in here? Okay, yes. This is what the Discord looks like when you join the Patreon. It has more, you can't see my mouse, here we go. It has more rooms in it with other people's projects that they share. We do a monthly video chat. We haven't done that though in a couple of months, but we will get back into that. So yeah, so it's basically if you subscribe to Patreon, you get like more access. And no, this is just Google Slides. Okay, so it was just people in the comments having a coinky dink. I get it now. I was surprised to see you mention places so local. Never heard of that before. Okay, cool. All right. Here we go. The 24th. I baked wheat bread. Yum. Washed dishes. And swept. Father went to Van Ornum's. What's a good keyboard? I can ask for Ian to get me one for Christmas. He would love that. He actually built me this computer a few years ago. He got all different, some parts were used, some parts were new, and he put it together and he had the best time. Now I got my desktop computer. Because I used to stream, you guys remember, some of you. I used to stream on, waiting for my Ian. He will come, he will come. I used to stream on my laptop. And you'd just hear the fan. It was just like overheating. I'd have to have it plugged in or it would die like crazy. Check out some keyboard ASMR. There's some sounds which are lovely. Yeah, maybe I'll do some research. You got a favorite one, B? I only write in cursive. I write in a half cursive, half print mix. God, his top buggy. He and I spent the eve there. Heard Geo Elmore play father's violin. Stayed at home all night. Oh, we need more August. Parnell. What do we need? Like, I'll just put a few more. Okay. This is a hobby. August 25th. Frank Fuller and daughter Mary. And daughters. Mary and Mabel. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you should get an email. I think it's from Patreon. Oh, bye, Kate. Yay. Thank you. It shall be a great day. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but thank you very much. So the Discord link should be, you'll get an email. I think it's from Patreon. That's like a welcome email. And if you scroll down in that email, it should have a link to join. If you can't get in though, just message me. So this is a different one though. Well, I guess I wonder if you click on the link in the bio if it would automatically give you the what it does is Patreon gives you a role in the Discord channel. So like the role of everyone gets to see just the like the announcements tab, but then if you subscribe, it gives you the role of subscriber or something, or diary detect. I think it's subscriber. And that allows you to see extra rooms. So if you get into it and you only see announcements, then there's something wrong and I can help you. You can message me on Instagram or I'll keep an eye out. I know I don't usually check my things, or on TikTok. And I can help you. And just let me know. You can even try it now and just let me know if you can't get in, then I'll come help you. Just followed you. This is a site where you put the transcription. Yes, I have a site called thingslostandfound.com. Yay. Yeah, and just let me know if you have trouble. I am happy to help you. Some people I have to manually add because they can't find the link, so just look in the email, see if you find it, and if not, it's not hard to add you manually. Especially if you join the free version and you're in there, I can very easily just give you the role of subscriber and then you'll see them. Do you do this for fun or do you transcribe these for historical record? It's for fun. Welcome, Null Void 93. Sent a link in Discord. Okay, I will open it for fun. Okay. A family tree. George Elmore. Why don't I link this? Because now I'm typing all in one place. I used to not want to link the words because I would just be copying and pasting them. But why don't I just do that? That's easier. I used to then copy and paste it into the Google slide, but now I just do it in one. Geo's Finder Grave says his occupation is listed as dancing master. That is amazing. I just got back from a dancing lesson. We had our own dancing master. Mary and Mabel visited here. They were here to dinner and supper. Father came, or no, father cut brush in the pasture. I picked blackberries. We stayed at home all night. Okay, I just joined the Discord. My username is Livia. I guessed that. You have the same name as my sister. We call her Livy too. We know the Fullers, right? Yeah, she gave the daughters, or Mary at least, music lessons. Okay. Let me see if you're in there. Yeah, apparently Olivia is the most popular name in the United States, and it has been like at the top of the list for a long, long time. I only know a few of them. I think I see you in here. Which is weird because you'd think if it's like the most popular... Yes, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like you'd think if it's the most popular name. Oh, it says you're playing Minecraft. That's awesome. I love Minecraft. Or you were. How do I... Hold on. I know how to do this. I just am getting distracted. I don't know that many Olivias. Here, add roll subscribers. Okay, now you'll probably have to exit Discord and re-enter it. But when you do, you should see another tab of chat rooms called Patreon only. And you'll see all our random stuff. Okay. Welcome. We won't be having any video chats for a little bit. Probably not for July. I mean, well, maybe for August. Definitely not for July. But I'll let you guys know. We usually vote on a day. And then we get together and do all different kinds of things. Sounds like a banger of a night. You mean Myrtie's night? Picking blackberries? I picked over blackberries again. Got meals, washed dishes, and swept. Father went to Ed Wheeler's. We have a picture of Ed. He took dinner there. I began his stalking. He stayed at home all night. I was like, is it for Christmas? No, she's probably just fixing one of his socks. I just scrolled on your live and love this. I'm a history nerd. Thank you. Okay. Who's stalking who? You start grad school in 1 month. Enjoy the freedom while you got it. That's awesome, though. Are you excited? Will you be working while you're doing that, or full-time student? 27th, diary birthday. Hold on. Takes me a minute. Happy diary birthday. Yay. That thing needs some sound, too, huh? You're petrified? It'll be fine. The hard part was getting in, right? When does Alonzo die? Is he gonna make it? Oh, yeah. He was sick, right? I like type and I don't even pay attention to what he does not make it, in fact. Oh no. Oh, you're a nanny relying heavily on those nap times. Little House? Little House on the Prairie? Oh, Almanzo? We do talk about Little House on the Prairie pretty often on here, actually. Hey, has anyone seen the new one? Is it out yet? Because someone... I don't know if I must have seen a video. I don't even know. I scroll on here and I'm like half awake. Someone made a comment about it and I was like, wait, is it finally there? Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, the Netflix one. I used to watch Little House on the Prairie every day when I was little. And I used to rent the DVD packs from the library. We loved that show. Father went to Alonzo. Oh no, Alonzo is sick with pneumonia. So he doesn't make it? That's not good. How do you know? Did you find him? He is sick with the pneumonia with a capital P. Oh, poor Alonzo. Did the work in the house. Abby Brown and Lizzie Fowler called here. He's giving the coronavirus. I know, like, capital C. It has been 120 years, I'd wager he's not still around. That's true. None of them make it. Yeah, what a sad story. They all die. Father and I stayed at home all night. Okay, got a couple more days. I know. Just being funny. Patient 0 for the Spanish flu. Can you imagine if that was like in her diary? Father cut brush up in the pasture and went to Worcester. P.O. I cooked food for to carry to the picnic tomorrow. And oh, a picnic. And no, why did I say state? Oh, that's from the other line. And picked blackberries. I stayed at home all night. See, what's this picnic all about? I bet it's in the newspaper. Father and I went to Sabin Pond to the South Woodbury Sunday school picnic. We carried our lunch. Oh, good thing my live is on Wednesdays and not Tuesdays, because yesterday the craziest thing happened. It wasn't really the craziest thing. We had kind of a storm. It wasn't super windy though. It didn't seem like this didn't really make sense. But after the storm kind of went through, it was like torrential rain, but it wasn't a lot of thunder and lightning. A tree branch, it might have been a whole tree. It was hard to tell. Fell on the power lines outside my house. We were watching TV and it was like a huge, it was like the transformer blew. It was a huge flash of light and a scary like electrical buzz. And we were like, what the heck? And then we looked outside and it happened again. And it was like the tree was falling. It was like, I think a couple of branches fell on it first. And then, yeah, Rip Omar, I know. It's very similar. So it was like actively falling down and sparking. And I had to call 911. And it ended up like, it looked like it was just going to keep falling and take the whole like line down. But only one line fell down. And then they had a police officer come and he like watched it for 25 minutes because he couldn't do anything, obviously. And then we never even lost power, which is crazy. We only lost power when they turned it off to cut the tree down. But it was a big, like, to-do last night. But we didn't have power for probably, like, 2 hours. Maybe a little less. But yeah, it was scary. Because my car was right there. You call 911 so much more as an adult than you ever think you will as a child. I had that conversation last night. I'm, like, telling Ian, I'm like, Ian, I think this is probably, like, the 10th time I've called 911 in my life. Like, it's kind of crazy. And every time, no matter, even though it wasn't like, this was not a super life or death emergency, every time I do, I'm like, ah, like I can't talk. I'm like, I don't know where I live. The last time before that was when we were shoveling, we had this crazy snowstorm that dropped literally 3 feet of snow in not that long, like less than a day. So I was out shoveling. All the neighbors were all out shoveling. And I just start seeing like this smoke coming from, it was like behind, it wasn't from the house across the street, but it was like way behind it, almost like on another street. And it was black smoke. And I was like, what the heck? Is that someone's chimney? And then it just started getting like more dense. I'm like, oh my God, I have to call 911, but I can't. Like, the streets were impassable because it was the storm was insane. So everything was like state of emergency shut down. But it was right across from where the fire station was. So I was like, okay, I'm going to call them and just try to explain that I don't really know where it is, but I know where it kind of is. And it was fine. They already had someone going there. But it was scary because it was, if that fire had been in the middle, not even in the middle of nowhere, if it had been a few streets down, not on a main road, they wouldn't have been able to get to it. Because it was that bad. There was like 2 feet of snow just on the road the whole time. I know. I'm always like, I'm sorry to call, but I know it always feels like you're doing something wrong. Like, I don't know if this is where I should call. One time there was something, I don't even remember what it was, but I called the police station because I didn't want to. Yeah, tell me if I need to call non-emergency. Exactly. I called just the police station, and they were like, no, you got to call 911. We do have 111 for non-emergency medical advice. Oh, that's cool. I've called poison control once. We have that. That was helpful. But, man, it's like adrenaline pumping to call 911. It feels so scary. Can someone else find the links for Frank Batch? I'm tired. Frank Batch. Frank. Who is that? Fuller? Did I write Frank Batch and not remember that? Because that's kind of crazy. Do your students eat art supplies? I don't think you'd call poison control often at work. No, if anyone was going to call poison control at work, it would be, oh, it's in the next entry. It would be the nurse. I actually, though, no, I did one time. That's funny that you say that. I did one time call poison control because, and it was not during the school day, it was later. A parent emailed me and was like, my daughter, she had made a Model Magic snowman, like her kindergartner. Model Magic is by Crayola. It's not toxic. But she goes, my daughter had the Model Magic snowman. And then we turned around and she didn't have it anymore. And we think that the toddler sister ate it. And just want to make sure, like, that we're good here. I'm like, you should be. It says non-toxic, but I called just in case because I was like, that's a lot of Model Magic to eat. And they were like, no, she's fine. I was like, am I in trouble? Like, I gave this child Model Magic, but I didn't know the sibling was gonna eat it. She wasn't mad, but I was like, it was one of my first years of teaching. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. Like, it was fine. You know how you can't read someone's tone on an email either? So I'm like, oh my God, this mom is so mad at me. And she was fine. I was like so apologetic when I answered her. And she was like, oh no, it's fine. She eats everything. Just want to make sure. Because she didn't know exactly what it was made out of, I think. Because it didn't have the package with it. But yes. Oh my God, I'm not using my free time to its full potential. This is fantastic. Thank you. There's like 5 Frank batches. Okay, let's see. That's okay, Sarah. You can read ahead. She's like, oh, come on, guys. After many years of teaching, you're like, I don't care if you eat it. And just take this stuff home and out of my classroom. Most everything that you can buy for an elementary school art room is non-toxic. And I always tell the kids this because sometimes they're like, oh, I can eat it. It's non-toxic. And I say, just because it's non-toxic doesn't mean it won't make you sick and make you feel bad and throw up. So don't eat it. It means it won't poison you. Doesn't mean that you can eat a crayon and feel great after. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how late you're in school. Oh. Have a great last day. Non-toxic doesn't mean food. Yes, exactly. I did have a little kindergartner this year who ate a lot of stuff. It was like a problem. It wasn't just in the art room, you know. It was like a thing. We carried our lunch. Did I? What? Oh, this is... Wait, no. Here, we carried our lunch. Put up Parnell at Frank. There we go. Oh, because it's not Frank Batch. It's Frank Batchelder. I've seen that name. I spelled it bad, but Batchelders. It's Batchelder. Yeah, I go back in on September 1st. Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Frank Batch, so I was confused. Okay. Yeah, I have seen that name come up, and I don't know if it was in the diary or if it was in, like, on maps and stuff from the time. So I bet it's a name that was popular over there at the time. We came home and stayed home all night. Stayed at home all night. There's 5 of them. One is undated, one's an infant, and one died in 1860. Okay, so, or there's like 5 of them. Okay, so we know that he's not the 1861. One is an infant. You mean died as an infant? We can probably eliminate that one. We have horticulture as a subject at my school. One of my students had harvested garlic and was eating raw garlic. Ew! He was just like so excited that he grew garlic. Isn't the in the first sentence? Father and I went to, yep, the Sabin Pond. Thank you. He's protected from sickness and from vampires too. And from anyone getting too close. It rained. Father cut Balm of Gilead. Brush. What does that do? Up beside the road. I did the work in the house. We stayed at home all night. Balm of Gilead. Okay, it must be a type of plant. Looks like foxglove. Cedronella is a genus of flowering plants. Wait, what? Native to the Canary Islands, the Azores, and Madeira. Shout out Madeira. We were just talking about that. It's also naturalized in various places. This couldn't be the one then. Unless people brought it over. Yeah, it is a biblical reference. That's what I was seeing first, but he cut the brush of it. So it seems like it's a plant. Let's see, Vermont. An invasive plant. Wild chervil? Oh, no. Balm of Gilead. Balsam poplar, or its hybrid. This native, fast-growing, deciduous tree thrives in Vermont's montane uplands, boreal floodplains, and damp riparian zones. Okay. A rich, sweet, balsamic, and slightly medicinal aroma. What is a medicinal aroma? Like it smells like cough medicine? Huh. Interesting. I'll have to keep my eye out when I'm up there. Like Vicks? I know, like, you think so? Really? Yeah, possibly. Okay. Yeah, I know, Kat, when you said it, I'm like, that's funny, but then someone else said it too. December sky. Famously manufactured in Windsor, Vermont in 1860s. Okay, hold on. Okay. Helps with eczema, cuts, rashes, burns, psoriasis, insect bites, stings, sunburn. Also, every other thing. Diabetes. Like, there's always a cure-all, right? Whenever we look in the old newspapers, there's always Something that claims to cure every single ailment. Yeah, snake oil. No, it seems like those are all itchy things. It helps with eczema, cuts, rashes, burns, psoriasis, insect bites, sting, sunburn. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. I believe that. If it was then saying like, oh, it also cures hysteria or the vapors, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's fake. All right, last day of August. Juiciest thing we've ever read in the diary. This diary, there hasn't been anything juicy. Ralph Slippy's diary has some juicy stuff. So he and his fiance Georgia, she wasn't always his fiance when we were reading, but they got married. Armageddon. Before they got married, they actually both had a 1903 diary. Ew. Damn. Yeah, they had a lot of boils. And in this diary, there was some boils too. Ralph had some, and so did her dad, Myrtie's dad. They got in a fight, an argument. Georgia was on the right side of the argument. But we were reading. It was actually really funny because we could read his entry from that day in 1903 and her entry from that day in 1903. So we got the whole lowdown of the argument. Basically, he worked on the railroad and he told her to come get him at a certain place at a certain time in her horse and buggy. And she went to go get him at that place and time, but he wasn't there. The whole pot of tea, yeah. He wasn't there. So she was like, okay, I'm going to wait, but he's not here. So he must not be, like, coming home today. So she went home. And then Ralph called her on the phone and was like, what the heck? He, like, went to a hotel or something and called her on the phone and was like, what the heck, woman? Where are you? And she was like, well, you're not there. I'm filling in a few details, but you get the picture. He wasn't there where he said he would be. So she wasn't going to wait for him. And then he was like, can you come get me now? And she was like, no, I already came. You weren't there. I'm not driving another hour to go get you. You can stay over. And he was mad that he had to stay overnight in a hotel. And then he was like not talking to her all the way home the next day. So that was their argument. I'm new here. Do you know what happened to Myrtie's mother? Yes, I'm on her side too. Her biological mother passed away when she was young, and then her stepmother, who was in another diary that we read of Myrtie's, she died too, sadly, 2 years before this one. So it's just her and her dad right now. What else was juicy? There's also the he was yeah, where the heck was Ralph? I forget what he said. Where he was. Like, he was supposed to meet her at this bridge, and she waited at the bridge, and he wasn't at the bridge. I think he got there late or something. And then he was like, she's not here. Like, she's not going to wait 2 hours for you. She doesn't know. There was another diary I read from 1917. Wreck-It Ralph reference. Wrecking stuff. Yeah, he was wrecking the old railroad. She was a very Anglesey who wrote the 1917 diary. She lived in Brooklyn, New York, and she was like high society, rich girl, had so many men after her. So there was a lot of like boy drama in that one, which was cool. It was fun. There was one where she had this boy. She always loved this boy Link more than the other boys. But the other boys were the ones who were like taking her out and everything and trying to win her heart. And there was this guy, Wally, who loved her. And Wally was hiding in the bushes. Yeah, Lincoln. Linc. Yeah, okay, Zelda. Yeah, Link. She called him Link. Linc. It was very cute. They were meant to be together. Yeah, no, it was Lincoln. Wally, or you mean Wally? I don't even know Hairspray very well, so. Wally was Walter Stearns. I have pictures of all these people too. Wally, he was hiding in the bushes when some other guy took her out and brought her home. And she like knew he was hiding in the bushes and she said it. And she was like, hey, Wally, I know you're in the bush. And he was mad and he ran away. But yeah, they were all like obsessed with her. And she would just play them like a fiddle. Father and I went to Montpelier left Parnell. Oh yeah, they were unhinged. It's so funny because it's like you'd think 1917 they were all so serious, right? Like no, they were just teenagers, and they were like rich teenagers too back then. Like these people had cars. Like these 18-year-old children, or they used their families' cars. They called them flivvers. They were like Ford Model Ts. And they used to go in them and like drive like crazy and almost crash them. Yeah, it's seriously Gossip Girl 1920 version. It was like that. It was really fun to read that diary. So they used to drive around like crazy. They'd go to because around there near Brooklyn there were a lot of horse glue manufacturers, which is gross. So they would go to this a couple of times. She mentioned it. They would drive down these like woodsy roads to get to the farms where they like, I don't know what, if they harvested the horses there or if they, I don't know if they raised horses for this purpose, but either way there was like piles of, it's gross, like carcasses and stuff. Not to get too nasty, but they used to go there for like a thrill, and then they'd almost crash the car. It's just crazy. Yeah, Myrtie is so formal with names. A diary with Wally and Link is a fun change. Yeah, it was fun trying to figure out who these people were with only their nicknames. But yeah, her diary was really fun. I wish that I could read that again for the first time. That was the first diary I ever read. It was like the first one that started this whole thing. My grandparents didn't have cars until the late 30s. Yeah, they were very, very wealthy. How do I read the handwriting so easily? Just lots of practice. We've read 3 diaries of Myrtie's, so I'm pretty used to her handwriting. You just learn like patterns. Father and I went to Montpelier, left Parnell, went to Barry. Oh, that's okay. I love answering all the questions. Thanks for asking them. Sorry to everybody who's like, come on, get on with this. We're on the last entry of the month anyways. So yeah, any questions, I'm happy to talk about it. I love talking about Anglesey. I can show you some pictures of her after. Went to Barry on an electric. I don't know what that means. Took dinner at... Yes, I will open that. Thank you. Took dinner at Frank Caves. Saw Lelise? That is a name I've never heard. Did some trading at Montpelier. We stayed at home. Electric cable car. How would you recommend getting started on a hobby like this? Well, we stayed at home all night. I found a diary at an estate sale. That's what started mine. But you could go on eBay and buy a diary to start reading, or letters. You could look at antique stores and stuff, but I don't usually find stuff like that there. One thing that I really like to do at antique stores is look for old photographs, especially the ones, definitely if you're trying to identify the people in it, look for them with names on the back. And if you have the place, which is usually on the front of the photograph, like the photo studio will give you a hint to the place. And if you have the full name, you can do some research to figure out who they are. Or yeah, I don't know, just start with a diary. Make sure that it's a full diary, because sometimes people sell them and they're just empty. Don't spend that much. Yes. Yeah, $30 is the sweet spot, I think. That's what I usually pay around that for mine. There are some that are crazy expensive. Okay. I've got Frank. 2 Franks. I don't know. We don't really... Oh, a picture. We don't really have that many pieces of information about Frank. Okay, Frank. Oh. Frank Fuller is a different Frank. We're talking about Frank Batchelder. Where is he? Why can't I find him? I'm just skimming here. Okay, put up right now. Frank Batchelder's. Yeah, it could be him. Didn't she say Aunt Lucinda one time? That's so cool. Look at this kid. What a stance. Yeah, make sure it says filled diary. Okay, so that's possibly Frank. There's another Frank, too. Lucinda's mom is a Wheeler. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said Aunt Lucinda at one point. And that might be when we... Oops. That might be when we stumbled upon... Why is it not? Oh, that's why. We might have stumbled upon the name Batchelder when we were looking her up. This is in Barry. Flora. Another very common name. Okay, so I'm gonna put... Franks. I'll do this. I'll link one here. Actually, I'm thinking it might be this one because it's in Woodbury, this Sunday school picnic, right? And he's in Woodbury. He was buried in Woodbury. I'm going to say it's him. And that way we have a picture. How convenient. Cool. More pictures there. So I will copy that. All right, Frank. Should be a way to make this white. Oh, I think it will be anyway. Okay. Did I spell that right? Batchelder. I think so. Okay. And then we've got Sarah sent a couple of links. Now when I say link, I'm thinking of Legend of Zelda. I started playing Tears of the Kingdom on the... Wow, that really looks like it says lettuce. Lalice Louette Angel. Angel. Wow. Yeah, that's her probably. And then we gotta find a grave. Okay, and then where... Sarah, are you gonna send... Oh, you did send them. Okay, I'll open them up before I leave. Here she is. Okay, I'll link her into Lalice. Okay. So we're gonna open... There's Parnell. Everyone, give it up for Parnell. I'm gonna open these. Okay. Is there a certain order you'd like me to open these in? Would you like me to share the squirrel pic too? Hold on, I gotta see the chat. Let me know. No certain order. Okay. So, I'll look at... Okay, do we need... Let's see. Copy. We've got the sign. Does this sign talk about each of the graves? These are crazy looking. Where is this? I'm trying to open it, sorry. I'll go back to all these. I'll just try to open them all first and then I'll zoom into them and stuff. Ugh. Unknown. Okay. Now I'm gonna look at the chat again. Let's see. The story of unknown is on the sign. Okay, so we'll go. You've been there. Very cool stop on your Alaska cruise. Yeah, that's what Sarah was just on, an Alaskan cruise. Ugh, is it not gonna let me zoom in? Here we go. Okay. Unknown man. Several unknown persons are buried in the cemetery, but the story behind this one is the most famous. At about 3 p.m. on September 15th, 1902, a man walked into a Canadian bank at something, can't read it, on Skagway. Under his coat, he carried several sticks of dynamite and a pistol. When he asked the teller for all the money, she fled. Sorry, I'm trying to read through this shadow. She fled to the rear of the bank in an attempt to pull out the pistol and threaten the teller. His gun discharged and caused dynamite to explode. Some stones indicate that the man's head was the only part of his body recovered. We still don't know his name. Since there wasn't much left to identify. Holy crap. Okay. Let's see. Oh, then they had an epidemic of spinal meningitis. Okay, so let's see. These stones are crazy. These are original? Are they carved? Are they painted? I'm so confused. Is this a stone? It looks like, doesn't it look like a painted piece of wood? Almost like Halloween decorations. Especially the way they're like cool. They may be replacements, they're very old graves. The way they're organized is crazy. It's like some of them are not east to west. They could have been restored. It just, yeah, maybe they were like, it looks completely flat to me. I guess I've never seen this one. Okay, that one definitely looks old. Yeah, maybe they were restored. Yeah. Okay, let's take a closer look at some of these. Like that one looks old. And that's 1907. These are like 1899. I don't know. We could look it up, I'm sure. These have definitely seen better days. But like, that's crazy. It's in a tree. Writing looks as if they have been replicated a pattern. Even the font seems intentional, though not time. Yes. Yeah, they definitely look like crazy. Like, they don't look like... They look like they were trying to... If they're not original, they were trying to imitate the original because... I don't know. And then, like, this one's obviously original. But it's much more... what would be the word? It's like... It's different than that. This looks like handwriting. This looks like it was professionally carved. They could have been cleaned really well, though. Yeah, I know. Well, we'll look it up. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, like this looks like it was written with a magic marker. Like, what? Okay, what is this place called? Gold Rush Cemetery. Yeah, that's true. Limestone or something which gives it that white, clean look. Okay, Gold Rush Cemetery. Here it is, the Pioneer Cemetery. Oh. Jefferson Soapy Smith, a notorious con man. Many of the actual bodies. I'm talking about the stones. Yeah, it looks like they're not saying it's a replica. And they all kind of have the same look. So yeah, maybe they're just really well preserved. And I bet they must have painted inside the part. This actually does look like it's carved. They just the way the angle, it didn't look like it was actually carved. It looks like it was just painted, but I bet they filled it in. Maybe that's how, I don't know. Is that how like all graves used to be before it wore off? I don't think so, but maybe in some places. Cool. Oh, or look. That looks like an original, and then this is a copy? I don't know. I wish it told us a little bit more. That's a pretty one. Yeah, the photos aren't edited because these are the ones that Sarah took. So this is what it appears like when you're actually there. I don't know. Yeah, and you didn't edit them, right? No. Yeah, they probably filled them in. I don't know. I might have to look into it more. They could even be replacements, but still very old. Some of them that looks old though. That's very cool. Thank you for sharing. Thoughts also could be wooden representations of white preserved stones in the area. The war graves of recent World War I and II graves are equally as white. Yeah, Pop. That's true. That's true. I don't think they're wood. I think that they're stone. I think they're just super clean. They just looked like wood at first because they look thin too. But that's also, it could be a trick of the camera. But this is cool because you can see what the shape. Oh, you can't see because of my face. Hold on. You can see here what the shape is above ground and what the shape is underground. It's very cool. Yeah, thank you, Sarah, for sharing. That was really cool. All right, guys. Well, I don't think I will be on next week. I'll let you know if it changes, but I'm in like crazy wedding mode now. We have almost just a week till the wedding. So, next week I probably won't. What? Did we read Onion? Oh, you did? Like, what? You're talking to someone about a train. Okay. Congratulations on your wedding. Thank you. Yay! I know. I'm excited. And the 5th, I won't be live either, probably. Unless I come on for a couple minutes on my honeymoon if I'm feeling, like, excited and want to share. If I go to see Callus before, I don't know if we're going to go on the way up or in the middle of the honeymoon or on the way down, but if I see it before Wednesday, then I'll get on here and tell you a little bit about what I saw. But yeah, and I'm going to try to get recordings of our dance and of, parts of the wedding. I'll try to share it with you guys, but yeah, I'm so excited. I will be sharing pictures. That's another reason to join the Discord, because I'll be definitely in the diary detectives. I'll send a lot, and then maybe I'll put a couple pictures in the other one too. Yay! Congratulations to you too, Sarah. So exciting. 6 days till my 25th anniversary. Oh, thanks. Wish you as many happy years and more. Congratulations on 25 years. Oh, I wonder if any family members have an old camera you can use at the wedding. I actually was just given an old camera, but I have no idea how to use it. So, our friend Zach has an old Polaroid camera. I don't know if he ever got film for it. But yeah, the camera that I have, it's too bad I don't think in 10 days I could figure out how to use it. But finally someone who speaks English on this platform. What do you mean? Okay, wedding guests, everyone get out your diaries. Oh, I should have brought it down. I wish I could show you guys. It's packed away right now, but for my guest book, I'm doing old. Oh, really? I've never encountered that. It's always Germans. Interesting. Maybe it's just your FYP. Maybe because you click on them all and interact and go, I need English. Maybe that's why you keep getting them. I'm using old postcards for my guest book. So I have them all like picked out from places around like where we've been, and we haven't really been that many places, but around places around here. And do you ever heard someone speaks German? Yes, I've heard someone speaking German. Not really on this app though. I don't know. It sounds like witchcraft. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it'll be cute. So everyone's gonna sign a postcard and I'll make them into a little book. It'll be very cute. So I'm excited about that. All the little details coming together. Wir sind. Is that in Germany? I don't know that one. Anyway, what's all this about? Well, you're chiming in or coming in right at the end. So we read an old diary from 1905. That's what we've been doing, but now we're just saying goodnight. Auf Wiedersehen. I'm in Germany, but I live in Glasgow for uni. Cool. I have an aunt from Poland. Yeah. No German. Well, you don't have to stay. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in a few weeks, I guess. I'll try to send a couple of things in the Discord, keep you all updated, but yeah. It'll be fun. Yeah, the recordings are on my YouTube if anyone wants to see it, but all right. Thank you. So fun. Welcome to the club, Livy, by the way. All right. Thanks, everybody. Next time I see you, I might be a wife. Sarah's a wife now. How's it feel? All right. Bye, everybody. Good night.